It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. Well, for Golden State, with a loss in game one, they surrendered home court advantage in the series. Tonight, a crucial game for them as they seek to remain in contention. And after coming up short in game one, home court advantage right out the window. Oh, is the window here? It's out this window. We look at this game tonight. Is this game do or die for them, big fella?
Losing the first two at home would be an embarrassment. Dropping this game could effectively end their season, have us pulling out those big fishing poles, going fishing.
Yes, indeed. Very few teams, Ernie, have come back from losing their first two games at home. There has been some teams that done it.
Those are very special
Yes,
units.
I was on this team.
I know you
30
were.
years ago.
I'm just saying it's
Stop bragging on yourself.
All right, it's hard to do it, Ernie. That's all I'm saying.
That's all we were looking for. Let's get to courtside because that's where they're going to play the game.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Portland Trail Blazers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Golden State Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. You look at the Warriors. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in Game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first two at home and go on to win a playoff series.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Harkless in at the 3 slot.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offense is.
And Lillard gets to McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Cousins will bring it up for Golden State. Curry with it. Now here's Durant. Nails it from the high post.
He's standing almost 7 feet tall. With that kind of skill, that kind of height, athleticism, this mid-range jumper, he'll always be there for him.
Thompson against McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Six to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's McCollum for 3.
But Durant has arms that just keep going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk to Terry Stotts for a minute, and he was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were very composed all through their Game 1 upset. He's hoping for more of the same tonight. He told me, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm going to get ahead of myself. If we go home with a 2-0 lead, we're going to be real tough to beat. I'd say so, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. McCollum gets to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Over Thompson. again. McCollum missing.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Lillard against Curry. Thompson outside. Lock at 6. Here's Cousins. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Teams first. Shooting for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins with 1.
That one misses for Cousins.
Well, Kevin, there's no secret. Cousins is one of the more fiery competitors in this league. And I like guys who play with their heart on their sleeve.
Durant kicks to Thompson. And the pass to Cousins. Green with the ball. Thompson right side. Over McCollum. Rebound by Nurkic.
Defense is doing just enough to bother him.
Inside to stop the drought. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Oh, he's a freakish athlete. I love how intense Aminu is and how often he looks to dunk it.
Murray finds Thompson. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Nurkic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. That's just a defensive breakdown.
Pass to Aminu. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Aminu. Shoots the 3. That shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
Greg, they just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
Harkless slams it in.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Durant against Aminu. Durant, the pass to Cousins. Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Aminu. Drills the elbow jumper. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here is Lillard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McCollum, no good.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything done.
This is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through?
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard against Curry. He kicks it to Durant. Pass to Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Misses from short range. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Harkless. Great tee that time from Green.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And the 3 ball is good.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over in the corner, Harkless. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 8. Green, no luck. Lillard finds Curry. And Lillard gets to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Durant. It's Thompson off the drive. It's tipped. Now McCollum dishes it to Harkless. To the middle. Curry with the steal. From 11 feet away. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got 13.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defense of Cousins making it. His presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Turner's subbed in for Maurice Harkless. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Here's Durant. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
And they straight up smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Kevin Durant. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Hood comes in for C.J. McCollum. Now the pass to Lillard. Here's Turner. Portland again missing. Warriors leading by 12. Curry fires from way outside. Rebounded by Hood. Trailblazers shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. Here's Lillard, and off the drive, and in it goes. He's got 5.
Terrific focus from the skill guard. I mean, Lillard maintaining concentration in the face of good defense.
Golden State's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Curry passes to Looney. Curry deciding where to go with it, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Livingston by Hood. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Portland grabs the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the paint, here's Kanter. Cans it from short range. Kanter's got it back down to single digits for Portland.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Livingston finds Curry. Offensive rebound. Cousins, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Enes Kanter. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. The Warriors have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Outside Turner. And that one is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Curry passes to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
It inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Here's Lillard. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Warriors leading by 12. Outside Curry. The 17-footer. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Hood kicks to Lillard. And the basket is good. Lillard's got 7. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Livingston finds Cousins. Golden State moving the ball around. Softly drops in the floater. And the Warriors lead by 14.
Just working the defense in the painted area. Curry with the smooth teardrop.
Curry against Lillard. On deep. No good that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Livingston. It's deflected. Now here's Hood. Tight defense on him. Outside Turner. And on the wing, he's covered by Livingston.
Turner has great awareness. He knows one of his guys is open. He gets the pass over to him quickly.
Warriors leading by 12. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. McKinney's checked in. And Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. And Portland with a change here too. Curry's checked in. Takes the 13-footer. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his first bucket in this one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Jake Layman's checked in for Evan Turner. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Iguodala. Defense is right there. Livingston looking for the opening. McKinney. Collins grabs the miss.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit play.
Here's Curry. Passes it to Hood.
That's just length and wingspan. I mean, Livingston able to succeed defensively despite his lack of strength.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Earlier on, C.J. McCollum discussed the Warriors and why focus is the key to beating them.
You just gotta lock in, man. Every possession is crucial, especially against a team like the Warriors, who are beyond elite. They capitalize on mistakes. They go on runs in a moment's notice. That's the difference. You can play excellent basketball for 40 minutes, but that 8 minutes can change the entire game.
And you know, Greg, McCollum's right. You let your guard down and they can peel off a huge run.
You've got to play a complete game to knock them off.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control.
I mean, an interesting interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Cook out there with Livingston, and there's Iguodala. And it's Looney in at the center position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. To the left wing. Here's McKinney. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 12. Outside Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Livingston. Goodbye Hood. Jacks up a 3. Cook. Good.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston. Keeping his eyes up. Locates the man.
And it's Curry with the ball. Bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Collins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's Looney. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hood flattens in, and he dunks it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Lance Thompson in for Sean Livingston. And then for the Trailblazers, Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Hood. Fades and shoots. And it's Portland with the rebound. McCollum left side. And Durant sends it back to the inside. And it's Green with the jam.
Like seeing that kind of sharp passing. Thompson making sure they get the best shot possible.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wayman pass to McCollum. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Durant dishes to Thompson. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Layman gets the bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Warriors leading by 7. Durant kicks to Cook. Back to Durant. Over Aminu. That one wide left. The Trailblazers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And that one misses from Layman. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Green against Leonard. Green kicks to Thompson. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Durant. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, man, the versatility. Durant off his driving, spotting up, using his post game. He does it well.
McCollum outside. Off target from three-point range.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Cook, the pass to Thompson. Outside Durant. Over Aminu. Durant, no good.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Leonard kicks to Layman. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Aminu against Durant. Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Green feeds it to Durant. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependent.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Harkless comes in for Jake Layman. Here's Harkless. Outside Curry. To the inside. Cantor. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Durant, the pass to Cook. Back to Durant. Here is Cook, guarded by Curry. 5 on the clock. Cook, the pass to Durant. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. That one doesn't drop. And Golden State will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Thompson outside. Kicks it to Durant. In the corner, Cook with it. Shoots over Curry. Cook, good. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Looking to get back on track here. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from McCollum.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Cook. Back to Durant. Over Aminu. Durant, no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done.
Aminu finds Curry. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Green with the block.
And what Green lacks in height, he makes up for in heart. He's such an outstanding shot blocker.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Golden State. Stephen Curry comes in for Quinn Cook. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Aminu. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. Warriors leading by 9. Thompson outside. And he converts the layup.
Strong drive right there by Thompson. I mean, he knows he's going to get hit. I mean, it doesn't deter him in the slightest.
McCollum passes to Cantor. And stolen by Cousins. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight. McCollum against Thompson. McCollum up top, and there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
You better watch him. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
Turner's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Top of the key. They get it back. Out to Turner. Back to Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
The intelligence of Turner, so impressive. You see it in the pick and roll, slicing passes beautifully.
Outside Curry. The pass to Cousins. Back to Curry. Pulls up. And Cantor pulls it down.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Passes it to Harkless. Good on the three-point shot. Harkless has got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Thompson outside. Cousins inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. And a switch here also for Portland. Hood's checked in. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to Hood. From about 19 feet. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hood's got 4 points now in the quarter. Lillard against Curry. Stolen by Cantor. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And then Lillard slams it in.
And look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Curry against Lillard. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Cousins. Curry with him. He's guarded by Nurkic. Floats one up, and it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 9 points.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Lillard finds Cantor. Bombs it up for Cantor.
We thought the D was going to tighten up on him. Here in the second quarter, think again.
1:19 left to play in the first half. Curry passes to Livingston. Right side Curry. And here's Iguodala outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers trail by 11. And Lillard kicks to Turner. The pass to Nurkic to the inside. And Looney sends it back. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. With the teardrop. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trailblazers trail by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hood drives in. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Warriors leading by 9. Curry with him. He's got 9. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size is what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal. You looking for an empty seat?
Yeah.
You're sitting
it's
in.
only 3 of us.
Right, and the seats are all full.
Okay. Oh, you meant in the arena.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, for Golden State, after falling into a 1-0 hole to start the series, they look to be getting back on the right track here tonight. And it's crucial that they do hold on to this halftime lead, because falling behind 2-0 would leave them with a very steep hill to climb. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
They did an awesome-erific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-erific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-erific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
And so here's Portland. 9-point game. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Harkless in at the 3. Thompson finds Durant. Curry on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint, Harkless with the steal. Here's Lillard. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Lillard against Curry. Outside Durant. Fires it up. Here's Green. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And there's no quit in Green, especially on the glass. Rebounds like that.
Lillard from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Thompson kicks to Durant. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that.
Here's Curry with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. McCollum against Thompson. Good D by Thompson.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Curry way outside, and it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Harkless, and the rejection by Cousins. And a deep three from Curry. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers trail by 14. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You gotta know McCollum has an itchy trigger finger. As soon as the ball comes to him, he's ready to pull it.
Lillard against Curry. There's the dish to Durant. Outside for Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Down by 15. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes it to Aminu. McCollum dishes to Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. Green with the block. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Aminu. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Open shot, Thompson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. Aminu against Durant. McCollum right side. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Another shot. And Mo Harkless the basket on the assist by McCollum. And it's 7 points for Harkless. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Lillard against Curry. Outside Durant. Kicks to Cousins. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Warriors with some changes. McKinney's checked in, and Cook subbed in for Curry. Portland also making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Jake Layman subbed in for Maurice Harkless. Warriors leading by 16. Thompson outside, fires the three. Offensive rebound. Green, the pass to Cook. Good. Cook's got 7 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard against Thompson. Now, here's Collins. He's covered closely over Durant. And Durant sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Offensive rebound. Collins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
And that one falls for Collins. Here is Cook. 7 points in the game. Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. Back to Green. The pass to Cook. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Collins. Lillard with it. Picked up by Thompson. A three from McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. Warriors leading by 12. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Devon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Outside Durant. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Wayman. McCollum outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Now here's Durant. He's got 21. Green in the post, working on Collins, and it's good for 2. 6 points for Draymond Green.
Well, the tune that Draymond singing, I mean, music to a coach's ear, aggressive.
Here is Lillard, 14 points for him. From deep three-point range, and it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 11. Iguodala, right side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Look, he runs, jumps like a gazelle. Iguodala, a special person and athlete.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Collins. And it's Turner in for Jake Layman. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
The drive by Green, banked in off the glass. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard outside. Inside, Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And if that doesn't get you fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose key an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Outside for Durant. From deep. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Durant. And it's 9 points for Andre Iguodala.
Oh, you had to close out hard on Iguodala. He's made himself a true threat from beyond the arc.
Lillard from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And they're gonna have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Cook kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Looney. McCollum against Iguodala. 5 to shoot. Pass to Looney. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. McCollum finds Leonard. McCollum trying to get open. And Leonard gets it to go.
Showing off his combo guard skills. McCollum, he isn't just a scorer. He's a solid passer as well.
Timeout called the Warriors. The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Warriors leading by 10. Outside Durant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Now here's Livingston. Covered by Lillard. Now Livingston. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Oh, and this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
Lillard from outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Durant the pass to Looney.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Warriors have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. No good on that one for the Trailblazers. Aminu comes in for Myers Leonard. Rodney Hood subbed in for Damian Lillard. And the second free throw, good. Trailblazers trail by 13. Turner with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to McCollum. Uncovered. They grab their own miss. Here's Cantor. And there's the call on Durant. That's his third foul of the game. .151 left to play in the third. McCollum against Iguodala.
When KD sizes you up on defense and has a read on what you want to do, then often your best bet is to pass it off to someone else on your team.
Outside, Green. Durant against Aminu. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time. Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for that.
Durant against Aminu. Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. The pass to McCollum. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. McCollum's got it back down to single digits for Portland. The Warriors shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Aminu against Durant. To the middle. Here's Iguodala, and he banks in the layup. Iguodala's got 11.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Aminu against Durant. A three from McCollum. Great tee that time from Green.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Durant against Aminu. Green kicks it to Looney. He dishes it to Durant. Over Aminu. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Just terrific at being a pest on defense. It's evident Aminu wants to shut down whoever he's guarding.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Iguodala. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Looney in at the four. Curry way outside, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
McCollum outside, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. McCollum's got 13 points in the second half. Turner against Curry. Pass to Looney. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's looking for Livingston and finds him. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooting.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They led by as many as 18 points. He's feeling it. And that one hits back iron. Klay Thompson, who's checked in for the Warriors. Trailblazers trail by 11. Outside Turner, a three from McCollum, and it's Iguodala with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Over in the corner, Livingston. Releases from 15 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, great concentration by Livingston, able to convert the defender in the shirt.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And that one, good. McCollum's got 19 points.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Curry outside. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Turner.
Love how fast Turner gets the floater off, not allowing the D to get any time to react.
Curry dishes to Livingston. Back to Curry. Latrey. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go hammer each possession.
Turner finds Aminu. A three from McCollum, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Green's checked in for Sean Livingston. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Warriors leading by 12. Outside Curry. Now the feed to Cousins. Trying to get open is Thompson. No good from Cousins.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Curry against Lillard. Curry passes to Iguodala. Out to Thompson. Dishes to Cousins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And 11 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, when the shot clock is against him, Cousins keeps his cool. He knows how to come through with gigantic shots.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Here's Curry. He kicks it to Cousins. On the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Feeds it to to Aminu. Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Iguodala. The shot by Harkless, no good. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Curry. At the elbow, it's Cousins. He feeds it to Iguodala. And he banks in the layup. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala. Such an asset. Converting around the painted area.
Curry against Lillard. Inside, Aminu. That shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Nice shot by Thompson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Lillard against Curry. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Here's the 3. The shot by Thompson, no good.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to this.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from McCollum.
McCollum is an aggressive shooter, solid ball handler. Effortlessly switches to his shooting motion instantaneously.
Lillard against Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To the left side wing. Nobody near Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Curry. And Green now, top of the key. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Sensational recognition. Green realizes immediately when one of his guys is open.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. A 12-point game. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Back to McCollum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. McCollum's got 24 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
A chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Falling into a 2-game hole would have been a disaster, and he knew it. He's done everything in his power to get momentum back on their side in this series. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last time out. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. See if they step it up from here, guys.
Thank you, David. Warriors leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Green finds Curry. Just 5 to shoot. A beautiful reverse layup. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard from outside. That one doesn't go. Curry was a nice D. Outside, Green. Thompson against McCollum. Let's go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Harkless dishes to Lillard. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson against McCollum. Nobody near Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry. Pass to Cousins. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum passes to Lillard. Shoots over Curry. And it's Lillard again missing.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but wouldn't have the same effect.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
McCollum, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Thompson from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum left side. Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 13 points in just this quarter.
A lethal shooter from downtown. Cullen, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. To the middle. Cousins trying to free himself up.
You know, Green is such a shrewd player, especially in the pick and roll when the D doesn't know what he's going to do.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard attacking. Aminu with the bucket.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here is Curry. At 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I've seen smaller guys who are afraid of the contact. Sometimes Steph shooting invites.
First free throw is good, and that will push the lead to double digits.
I expect to see Bigfoot outside the building, and Curry misses 1 or 2 free throws in the game. That's how good he is at the line.
Stephen Curry hits them both. The Trailblazers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Lillard against Curry. Here's McCollum. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Steph Curry.
From an offensive standpoint, he was their leader tonight. Whenever they need the big bucket, he was always the guy to come up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how intense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.